Back to school season is in full swing, but a new school year can lead to new challenges, especially for mental health. This morning, we are joined by Addie Sackler, a paraeducator at Hiram Johnson High School. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start here. People are getting ready to send their kiddos back to school, but if they can tell they're struggling with their mental health, how do they start that conversation?
I think they just have to be open and say to their kids that, hey, what's going on? And maybe put the phone down and can we have a conversation? Because kids are addicted to their phones. Well, we all are. I think that's a big problem of our mental health problems. And then I think starting to get them on a schedule, to getting off the summer schedule, getting up to bed earlier, getting up earlier, having breakfast, and just telling them that they're there for them, that, you know, it's a big change coming up, going to high school. So.
And speaking of high school, you are working closely with the students in the school. What's the biggest concern that you see?
I see it's three-pronged. My school, there's kids with a lot of trauma, kids that are either in gangs or they live in multi-generational homes. And there's a lot of stigma around mental health in some of these ethnicities. And so a lot of my kids come in with the trauma, and then my kids have learning disabilities and then raging hormones. So they don't have impulse control. So we spend usually the first few weeks working on emotional intelligence and helping kids strategize how to deal with their emotions. And a lot of the kids have dating issues. They get depressed when a girlfriend breaks up or a boyfriend breaks up. It can feel like
the end of the world.
It does. It does. So we form a family in our classroom. We make it a safe space, my co-teacher. And we just let the kids know that we're always there and encouraging them to come to us if they need to talk. And then we try to step in and get them help if there's a support, there's counselors on campus. But that only goes so far.
So what can parents do at home? What are the signs they can look out for? Because unfortunately, I've interviewed so many parents whose child has suffered from mental health, and they said, I had no idea.
Well, first, are they having outbursts of anger? Are they withdrawn? Are they crying a lot? Are they giving possessions away? And sometimes they have suicidal ideation, and it's more about getting attention. But you have to take everything seriously. You don't want to say, oh, they're just doing it for attention, because at the root of it, there is something going on, and they're hurting, and there's stigma around it, especially with Asian culture, especially boys. You don't talk about it. And I think parents, if they could get educated and understand that it's okay to talk about those things, it's not shameful, because it's in our culture. It's a part of life.
Right. And I think it's important to remind your children, because high school can feel like everything, but there is life after high school and beyond. And so having those conversations with your kids early is so important.
Yes.
And Addie, we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
This is a very important topic that's also heavy, but it's needed. So we appreciate you.
Thank you.